What lessons can Europe draw from Japan, or more pertinently, what policy measures are likely to be replicated here in Europe, if any?
Yeah, I think it's a very difficult one for Europe. I mean, the Europeans will look at Japanese and seen what they've done, which is flood the money markets with liquidity, promise to double the balance sheet and collapse the exchange rate. And I think a major barrier in Europe to get a much weaker euro is crossing the Rubicon. You know, for example, I don't think the BBK are going to allow the ECB to go anywhere near printing money, quantitative easing. I think instead that route of negative deposit rates, I don't think they're going to go that route, but maybe the threat of negative deposit rates and a weaker euro may be a way out, but that doesn't seem to be their kind of primary stimulus at the moment.
Okay, and now what does this recovering Japanese economy mean for the yen? We're still well above 100.
Yeah, I think there are some people out there, I think there are rumours that tomorrow we might hear something about the third arrow in Abe's plan, which is structural reforms. And some people are suggesting, well, maybe that's going to be a signal to go in and buy the yen on maybe corporate tax cuts or whatever, and reform over the bigger picture. But I think in the shorter term, it's all about stimulating the economy, and a key part of that stimulus is coming from the weaker yen, super loose monetary policy. So even though the economy can be picking up, I think the channel that you'll probably find is that Japanese residents will feel happier in terms of their investment preferences. They'll buy equities, they'll also buy high-yielding foreign assets. So the first part of that process, I think, will be a weaker yen.
So 105 soon?
Yeah, 105 soon, and yeah, we've got a year-end target for kind of 110. There will invariably be short, sharp corrections. If you look at the Nikkei, it's almost gone exponential. Invariably, there will be a brief sort of 3 to 5 day correction that might be worth 5%, and dollar yen may sell off 2 or 3%. But the trend, I think, is definitely there, particularly now that you're getting the dollar story coming through.
Okay, back to Europe to finish up. The GDP numbers from the Eurozone yesterday were, on the whole, pretty dismal. Yet stocks are going to all-time highs, or 5-year highs rather. Where does the euro fit into this mix?
Yeah, we've seen a change in that correlation, haven't we? I mean, since the global financial crisis, it was all about risk on and dollar off. But we're now actually starting to see the cyclical dollar story come through. So I think the euro is going to be caught in the crossfire here. We've seen narrowing financial risk premium in the Eurozone. Eurozone bank stocks up about 16% over the last month. So I think, you know, the dollar story is really going to be the dominant theme for the second half of the year. So I think euro dollar is on its way to 120.